Hi there, everybody. We've been doing our books of the Bible, and today we're going to be talking about Leviticus. The author of Leviticus is Moses. That's traditionally believed based off of the writing style and historical data, but it's not stated in the book itself. The date of writing is approximately 1400s BC, around the time that Moses lived, and so obviously if he's writing, it's going to be when he lived. So it's during that time period. The kind of key synopsis of the book is that a holy God explains how to worship him. And so then some details about this. Leviticus means about the Levites. That's what the word Leviticus means, which was the family line of the Levites and how they should lead the Israelites in worship. The book is going to provide a bunch of ceremonial laws and things that they should or should not do, offerings to God, dietary restrictions, purification rites, but it'll also talk about some special days. So it'll talk about the Sabbath, it'll talk about Passover and the Day of Atonement, or known as Yom Kippur. So it'll talk about those days as well and why they need to be observed and what they should do during them, their dietary restrictions, even during those feasts and during those times. The family of Aaron is chosen. It's Moses' brother, and they're set up as the Levitical line. So Aaron and his family is chosen as that. And so you've got all of these different things. If you've read through Leviticus, there's lots and lots and lots and lots of things. Leviticus lists several blessings for obedience, but it will also list a lot of punishments. In fact, a lot more punishments for disobedience. The book of Leviticus, like we said, the key synopsis is to be explained how to worship a holy God, but the emphasis in Leviticus seems to be on holy and directing us to understand what holiness means and seeing God being holy. Some quotable verses from that, some things that you've heard quite a bit, are going to be, you shall be holy for I am holy, in chapter 11 of Leviticus. You've got that verse in verse 44. You've got 17:11 is a big one. The life of the flesh is in the blood. It is the blood that makes an atonement for the soul. So you've got both of those that are quotable verses. Some unique things about Leviticus are that Christ in Hebrews will contrast the blood that's represented in Leviticus. In fact, in Hebrews 7:27, it says, "Who needeth not daily, as those high priests," the Levitical line, "to offer up sacrifice. For this he, Christ, did once when he offered up himself." In other words, he was fulfilling the law so that we no longer had to sacrifice pigeons and turtle doves and rams and all that different stuff. So what's the point? How do we apply that? Though we don't live under the rules of Leviticus anymore, we still can see through Leviticus the holiness of God brought forth and the reward for obedience. So we don't have the same laws, we don't have the same things, but we do have the same holy God. And so we can see that all throughout the book of Leviticus, and the emphasis on the blood and how it makes an atonement that would be then fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Today, pray for Megan Ridenauer, that she would have safety this coming weekend as they travel and go out of town, that they would have safety on spring break, but they would also have a good and restful time. Have a good day.